culture of innovation is not for the faint of heart. It's about starting things and shipping things and doing that with velocity, fearlessly, and even a sense of fun. You know, if you want to adapt and thrive in these crazy changing times that we live in, you have to develop an organizational capacity for experimentation and the stomach for experimentation. Trying lots of things, making things, prototyping things, iterating on things. You guys know how to do that. You're designers. You make and prototype things all the time. But let me just tell you a story of an organization that has a rare energy for this experimentation at pace. And it's a company I've gotten to know over the years, Atlassian. They're a 12-year-old Australian software company. They make collaborative software tools. But they're amazing success. They're valued at $3.3 billion. They grew to 40,000 customers without a single salesperson. Just amazing stuff. And they're really remarkable because they're so energetic and creative when it comes to how do we unleash and engage our people. And I would argue that at the heart of that is a passionate commitment to a sharply defined set of values. They are articulated with refreshing sort of Aussie spice. This is actually the PG version of their values. So that third one, don't blah, 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 the customer, what happened was it used to be a full-on F-bomb, but then they started growing up and having kids, and their kids would come visit on Saturday to the office, and, Daddy, what's that? And just to be sure, that only has one meaning. Don't F the customer. There are probably two interpretations, but it's the cleaner one. So look, let me tell you about one of these. Play as a team. So play as a team is really their way of saying, how do we involve everyone in experimenting and creating the future of this organization? And they do lots of things around that. Something they do that's just kind of amazing is this quarterly ritual they call Ship It Days. And what happens is every quarter, for 24 hours, they have this kind of prototype palooza. And you, alone or with a team, pick a passion project that doesn't really have something to do with your day job, but it's relevant to Atlassian's worldview. And for 24 hours, you just work like mad on it. You pull an all-nighter. You have to produce something tangible, whether it's a video or a prototype or a piece of code, whatever it is. You produce something at Friday at noon, and the entire organization sort of judges, and someone gets the trophy, et cetera. And in 6 years of doing this, they've produced 700 new ideas, builds, tweaks, whole new product launches through this process. And they've also just sort of absorbed this culture of hacking and experimenting and trying new things on a regular basis. I'll just give you an example of a couple things that have come out of Ship It Days. So this is a very simple conference room booking app, which is amazing they didn't have globally. It's a total hack. It keys into Google Apps, and now there's complete clarity on your mobile phone about where you can meet, who's meeting where, and able to sort of shuffle the deck very quickly. They use this now inside the organization. Not everything's technology. Often they come up with some brilliant process improvements. Now, that didn't take them 24 hours to come up with that, but it's actually part of this portfolio of health and safety processes and sort of hacks, because it's the most boring corporate thing that companies do, health and safety, but it's important. So it's this whole portfolio of charismatic signage and hacks on that. This is one of my favorite. So can you see what this is? This is an employee engagement survey. I always wonder why something that's trying to measure engagement is so confoundingly dull. Anyway, they had the same idea, and they thought, how would you hack the engagement survey? Here's what they came up with. This is called the Mood app. And so it's an app, and they now use it inside all of their facilities. And what they've done is they've loaded it up on every single iPad and put it at the exit doors on every floor of every facility. And it's completely programmable. So how are you feeling today? You can actually get a feedback loop of how your colleagues are feeling about whatever it is. You can change the question up daily, hourly, weekly, whatever you want. They're sort of a suite of icons. I love these. It's great. And guess what, guys? This is an open source app. You can Google Mood app, and you can load this on an iPad in your organization tomorrow if you felt like it. So.